Alright, this should be the 26th stream of Metaphor ReFantazio. Today is Monday, December 30th, stream 26. Hello and welcome, thanks for joining the stream. Do appreciate you coming in and spending your precious time hanging out with me as I experience more Metaphor ReFantazio. Having you here makes streams more fun in general for me and helps motivate me to continue streaming, so I truly appreciate you spending your precious time hanging out with me. Hope your day is going well, hope you're able to enjoy some games yourself, and I hope you enjoy the stream. So, yeah, stream started a bit later than I would have hoped, considering I had the day off. But I had to go pick up some medicine, and then obviously I went to the gym, and I just kind of like lollygagged. I'm trying to think of a better word. It's the only one that comes to mind. But eating lunch and everything like that. I mean, but it does take a considerable amount of time because I pretty much only eat like once a day within like 2, maybe 4 hour window of eating. So it does take some time. But yeah, continuing where we left off yesterday, we just arrived on Virga Island, and we got captured, but then we escaped, and now we gotta go get the Dracadios lance that we were tasked to get. Also, we're saving a princess from a dragon in a dungeon. So, the plot of Mario. The plot of Mario, but the princess looks like Zelda. So, don't sue Nintendo. Just kidding. This isn't Pal World, alright? We're on 5, I believe. Yeah, 5. We have to go fight Bowser in the... copyright, avoiding non-distinct lizard that breathes fire, who is, holding a princess hostage. This music is... I don't know how to feel about this music. I think it's even more jarring than that, like, monk chanting that's part of, like, the main theme. This is almost like that, in the sense that it's chanting, but it sort of sounds like Pikmin from the PSP. Pata 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 pon 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 pata pon 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 pata pon. Barapatapatapam-pam. Virga Island, an island of the inland sea south of the kingdom. In the center of the archipelago sits an old village, home to many Mistari. It is the sole area of the kingdom untouched by Sanctist proselytizing. The Mistari in major cities on the mainland are often disdained as pagans, adding to the public impression that the island is uncivilized. Dragon Temple, a temple of the Mistari faith that stands on an uninhabited island in the north of the archipelago. Home to the guardian deity, the dragon god, not named Bowser, and likely resting place of the divine relic Dracadios. Rumors suggest the true reason the Crown Theocracy has never tried to extend its reach to Virga Island is because it does not want to risk its believers seeing something in the temple. What truths lie hidden? Banana. Banana. I think that's the candidate. Is he here to destroy our traditions too? Yes. You must all follow my belief system to the T. You will no longer have any defining thoughts, individual defining thoughts of your own. Get in line. What is this? Like a freaking badger dog? Birds. Innkeep.
What can I do for you?
Welcome, travelers. As per our chief's request, you will find rest here whenever you need it. And we have approximately 17 days to rescue not Princess Toadstool or not Zelda. Bing bong. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bing bakatal. Invisible walls. But it's okay. This is not that type of game. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. What's going on?
All right then.
Feels like there's supposed to be a path here.
What's going on?
Tabatipatam. This village reminds me a little bit of the villages in Final Fantasy X, like Besaid and Kilika. Gloomy woman.
Beg pardon?
Here you saved our chief's life. For that, I offer you my thanks. But let that be the last time you interfere with our business. Island matters should be resolved by island people. Okay. Well.
What's going on?
Ba-ba-digga-ba.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa. Well now, what are we on about?
Hey! Oh.
Wait, what? Rudolph is in third now? So, Godot dropped a bit? Oh. Huh. I feel like your face is a little bigger than before? Maybe? Keep at it, and who knows, maybe your face will get chiseled next to these titans. I hope, anyway.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Oh. Just moving something.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa. That's terribly unfair.
The biggest face on the rock is the Sanctist's own Forden. What a farce this whole thing is. I mean, yes, but it's also due to just the fact that they have a bigger. It is the dominant, you know, it is the state-sanctioned religion, so there's going to be more adherents, more people who are willing to see him as a authority figure, you know. So he has a huge implicit bias, or a huge leg up on the competition. And then after him is that Luis fellow, yeah? And after that, who's next?
It was all in vain.
I can't say for a moment our chief appeared, but now... Frustrating but expected, we can't expect outsiders to care about our plight. Surely the chief understands that. But look, over there, it's still small, but I can see that Elder boy's face. Who is he really? Him and those companions of his. Think they're after our relic? Yes. I certainly hope not. It's not as though the island's troubles would be solved by a new king besides. I haven't seen any fairies in such a long time. What's to become of our fair island?
Look at that.
We're gonna take it over and turn it into a parking structure.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Hey, we're up to 18. What do you know?
Let us have faith in Lady
Huh.
Yufa.
Dapat dipita.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa. Leave it out, mate.
Chicken.
Leave it out, mate.
Huh. Oh, yeah, there's a rod going through the middle of it, and it just like spins turnstile. I was not expecting the door to open that way, I gotta say. Tito, taller woman? You don't look very tall to me. I mean, you're taller than me, but we're short. Ugh, there's no stopping these drunks. Can't blame them since we Mustari don't normally speak our minds. Hey, your twin is over there.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
Oh, your triplet. You're...
Well, isn't this a dilemma? Oh, there!
I sort of need to take my mask off to eat, but drinking through it, not bad actually. With a mask on, one drink feels like 10, and bad news can't get in as easy. Makes it easier to forget it all. I get sloshed so much faster with the mask on? How does that work?
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
The heat from the simmering pot surpasses anything I felt out in the village.
Well, isn't this a dilemma? What's up?
Oh, I've heard about you lot. I wonder if the food here will be to your taste. Which dish do you recommend? It's not so much a dish, but we do have a precious fruit that ripens just once a year. It's so precious that, well, it's not something you see served in a tavern like this.
What'll I do?
I don't even know if you're allowed to have any, though missing out on that flavor would be quite the shame. That looks like a, I don't know, red snapper. And not sure what that is. And you got some, looks like some prawns maybe? And of course you got the good old bananas over there and watermelons.
What's up?
Does this island interact overseas? As you can see, there are some aspects of life on the village that don't travel well. The food, the clothes we wear, our masks. But that doesn't mean we shun the outside world. Our chief went to the mainland for the tournament, for example. Even so, it's still a rare thing to see members of other tribes, such as yourselves, visiting from overseas.
What's up?
Tell me about the island. Very well. For us Mistari, this island is a sacred place, like a holy land. As a matter of fact, Altaberry was once too, but the land was dedicated to the Sanctus Church during its annexation.
Guess there's nothing to be
This
proud
island
of.
became our only home. As such, we grew more and more isolated.
Oh, isn't this a dilemma? Leave it out, mate.
Excuse me? Beg your pardon?
Have you been able to find your way around the island? Our city wasn't built with outsiders in mind, you see. If you climb the ladder behind me, you'll find an equipment shop and the general store. If they'll be of any help to you, feel free to visit them. Okay.
Good go.
What are you lot here for? Come to steal away our livestock too? I swear, the chief's not thinking rationally, asking for assistance from other tribes. We should honor Lady Yufa's wishes and let her fulfill her destiny. Can't fathom what the chief is thinking these days? That's why you're not the chief. You can't think outside the box, buddy.
Hello.
I love the smell of this place. The blend of scents from all different plants just soothes my soul. I have a mind to add a scent to this place myself.
Incredible.
Growing a tree in the middle of your shop sure is a choice. It gives the whole place such an unusual smell.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, can I help you with something? Is there anything you need?
What am I to do?
I'm sorry, I get quite nervous around customers I haven't seen before. You might just be the first non-Mustari customers to step foot within the shop since its establishment. Nothing. Dapat dapat.
All right then.
kidding.
Mistari masks and shields. They're made of the same material. That's strange, considering that all the houses are built with the wood. Okay.
Beg pardon?
Have you ever thought about all the different varieties of weapons and armors across this country and how they all got their names? Names? The etymology behind the names of many of our weapons and armor is not fully understood. Some even appear to be in a different language, one completely separate from the common tongue we all speak. Many have never given a second thought to it, but when you ask why, nobody seems to know either. I brought this up with the island's priest once. He had some insight on it and a theory. He believes the names of weapons and armors are remnants of an ancient language lost to us, yet passed down in these words. The meaning of these words themselves may be hidden in the names of blades and mail. Isn't it fascinating? I guess. These have ornamentation that you won't find on arms that were produced elsewhere. Perhaps there's some sort of religious significance to them.
What have we got here?
The shop deals in weapons and armors alike. I'm in charge of our arms. Have a look around. Also, one of our traders who ventured beyond this land received word from a Lycone Magic Association were to sell you our gear at a discount, evidently. I objected to taking orders from mainland Igniter peddlers, but the chief said it couldn't hurt to give you a discount. Okay. See all these weapons? I forged them all myself. You'll not find anything sharper on this island. They're the perfect tools for engraving Mistari masks, though I suppose that doesn't matter to people like you. Plant-type monsters? Plus 45? Katana. Oh, so everything's 20% off? And it's still too expensive. Even if we sell all our crap.
Now then.
Look at that. Aromatic fan. A fan crafted from wood perfumed with a calming scent. Prevents rage. Okay. We'll have to come back and get the other stuff later. Looking for some armor. If you're in need of weapons, please place your order on the other side. Perhaps my son over there already told you, but we got a message from an Igniter merchant called Brigitte. She's informed us that we're to sell you arms at a discount, and while I don't like being strong-armed, I see no harm in it. Okay.
What is it?
I left my son in charge of weapons. He's the quiet sort, but I can vouch for his smithing. You might say our specialty is in arms for taking down sea monsters. Producing it all keeps us quite busy, so I'm lucky to have a son I can rely on. Huh. I'd like to keep at least a couple of each type of weapon on hand. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of point in selling them since, like, I won't get much from them anyway. Outside of a couple of them, like this one. Um, hmm. This might be our second strongest weapon. Maybe just turn everyone into puggleists. Healer. Okay, we should probably make someone a healer. So 3 puggleists and a healer, I guess. That sounds pretty good, actually. Full moon robe. Strange robes that have been blessed by the moon. By the power of the moon, I will punish you. And with this robe, we can fight evil by moonlight. Oh, how does it go? Fighting evil by moonlight. Sailor Juna. Pintata. God, we need a shit ton of money. Okay. We'll be back.
What now?
Matador shoes? Is Matador shoes better? What was I using before? Agility. Oh, I was using that hat, but I guess I can't use that one hat with this class or this archetype. Okay, that's fine actually. Pintata. Pintata. 10, 7, 10, 1, 13.
I see.
Uh, 13 versus 2. What are you doing snooping about the neighborhood? Aiming to steal our valuables, I bet. Hey, there's no need to be suspicious. We're not trying to make any enemies here. Don't think you can sway me so easily. You come here to hunt down a divine relic, haven't you? Next door, they're expecting a child soon. This island's full of innocent people like that who just want to live in peace. Please, just leave us alone. Oh, excuse me. Don't interfere with the lives of innocent people. I'm the protagonist. I'll interfere all I want and you'll like it. Do you have business with my home? Don't tell me you're thieves. Nothing of the sort, although maybe we shouldn't try to just barge into random houses. I mean, Geralt can do it. I can hear hushed voices coming from inside.
I won't be forgiving that anytime
I can't believe there are outside tribes in our village. What is the chief
I
thinking?
just don't know what to do.
Could this be another omen of disaster? What should we do? Oh, why must my child be born under these circumstances? Is this how the previous chief felt when he sacrificed the priestess?
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Don't say such things. If it weren't for Lady Yufa, the child would be doomed to a life of misery.
Just can't stand it. Oh,
Uh-huh. Kitty.
Got a moment?
That's just a common residence. The houses in this region are an architectural marvel, though, aren't they? I guess. Aren't these people afraid of living on top of a bridge like this? I mean, it seems like it'd be especially dangerous for children. True. I mean, but if this is an area that experiences, like, a lot of hurricanes, it might not be so bad. Or, like, flooding. And also, they're, like, circular shaped, so, like, the winds of a hurricane will, like, break off these rounded edges, these rounded walls a lot easier than, like, square walls like we typically see here in the States. So it blows my mind why you know, states that experience frequent hurricanes like Florida and stuff don't take that into account. They don't, like, design their houses with, like, rounded walls or in a circular shape. Obviously, it's not very like efficient. Like you're gonna have like less usable interior space because of the rounded walls. Like you can't put like our typical like very blocky shaped desks, beds, all that kind of stuff. But if it helps prevent like hurricane damage, it'd probably be worth it. And also to have like houses built on a little bit of an elevated thing like these, so that the floodwaters are less of an issue. Hi.
Well, now, what are we on about?
Despite his injuries, the chief immediately devoted himself to garnering trust for you among Virga's people. My duty is to believe in the chief and protect him. If you are his ally, then you are mine as well. Hero's fruit, nice. This is a sign of my trust. Be sure you do not betray it. Protecting the chief is my duty. Do not try anything dishonest. Definitely not. We're just gonna steal these golden beetles. What's this? Chief's house.
Let's not.
Yufa and Adini live here, no going in without their permission. Okay.
It was all in vain.
Menacing
And
believer.
Stinking believable.
If I am seen speaking with you, I will be marked as a disruptor of the peace. There are some among us who are more chatty, shall we say, but to me there is security in silence. We are not friends, do not associate with me.
It was all in vain.
Freedom of faith, forging a future for the Mustari. Considering that the church sees them as heretics, this seems like a pretty serious topic for the Mustari. I bet as an Elda you can sympathize. Still, advocating for religious freedom in a tournament sponsored by a church seems like an uphill battle. Yeah.
It was all in vain. It was all in vain.
We are witness to the wrath of the gods.
Yes.
Atu, I apologize for placing such a heavy burden on visitors. I will be able to join you after my wounds heal a bit more.
Think we'll make it?
Don't push yourself. We'll handle the island for now. You just rest up. I am in your debt. Reminds me of the chicken wrangling side quest in Rebirth. And the psycho granny. She fried us up a nice chicken dinner. Yum yum.
Check this out.
What do you think this rock is? I wonder what these 3 holes are for. Maybe they're supposed to be Mustari eyes. Could this be a face? More. Okay.
All right then.
Oh, that's the way we're supposed to go. Okay. I'll save that for later.
What's up?
Thinking you'd fill your bellies before you leave? Sorry, but I suggest you don't. I doubt our cuisine is up to your outsider tastes. A long time ago, I served fish to a Clemar, and he spat it out immediately.
Hey, mister.
Hey, mister!
You.
Just between you and me, I am very grateful to have your help. I've always found the idea of this sacrifice a bit suspect, but I've never been bold enough to speak up. We soldiers aren't strong enough to win a real fight either. In the end, none of us have the courage to save our island.
Hey, mister. Check this out.
Shrewd shopkeep.
Oh, it's you.
You must be that candidate. I've heard all about you from the chief. He wants me to sell you my goods. To be clear, I have no intention of treating you poorly because of who you are. However, what I sell here are the island's premium exports. To someone who cannot understand their value, no doubt it all looks like junk. Let me ask you, do you have any idea what you're looking at here? It doesn't look like much. Weapons. I can see you're making a blind guess. Your tells are fairly obvious. If my wisdom was erudite or higher, then maybe I'd be able to shop
Hey,
here.
mister. Oh, it's you.
As I thought, your eye is as untrained as any foreigner's.
What'll it be? What are you on about?
I'm sure you've got skills, but I flex more than these muscles too. I hunt all over the island to get my stock. I'm always searching for the ultimate prey. I just want to feel the thrill of the hunt. Oh, okay. Worm meat. Giant's rib. Fiend flower nectar. Gel dust.
Hey, mister.
All right then. Leave it out, mate.
Why can't we just offer up a sacrifice the way we've always done? At the expense of one life, we'll save countless others. All this protest, even though the priestess herself agreed to it. And who's going to take the fall when things go wrong? Interest in the Hero's Leaf of Light Seed. You see, I normally sell you some truly prized vegetables, but with the village in this state, harvests aren't what they once were, and business is suffering. No choice but to start from seed, literally. These are quite a rarity, very, very valuable. Any interest? I think I still have some.
Till next time, mate. Leave me alone, will you? What now?
Seed. Hero's fruit seed. Wait, is this different? Oh, this is it's more expensive, I think, than the other one.
What do you want to do?
It's sort of expensive. Right now you have 0. Yeah, we'll buy 1.
Isn't that something?
Okay. Looks like a stone monument. I wonder if these symbols are unique to their religion. Doesn't Sanctism also have its own religious symbols? They look kind of similar, but... Oh, but I suppose saying that might upset them.
Really now?
Don't cause any trouble if you don't want to end up back in prison.
This place.
This is where we got locked up after making it onto the island. I wonder how many mainlanders they've thrown here. I hope the villagers come to accept us eventually. I failed. I couldn't protect the chief. Our island's traditions, I feel so powerless. Ha, so this is what despair feels like? What good am I if I can't protect anything? It appears to be a religious painting of the island.
Here.
There's a bed with a priestess lying on it. The people around her are clearly distraught, like they're in tears. I'm sure it's a depiction of the village's sacrificial rite, but it reminds me too much of things with the prince. Not a good feeling either way. They're convinced that this sacrifice will appease the dragon god. Maybe it will, I guess, but it's so hard to come to terms with.
Excuse me?
Curt girl. Have you come to see the mural? The dragon god's power keeps this island safe, or so they say. Do you have powers as well? My third eye sees an unusual flow of magla in you. There's a strangeness about you. Timber.
Here.
Do you think the buildings in this village are made with this timber? The houses on the island are really something else. They seem pretty rickety at glance, but they're all structurally sound. It must involve some really clever carpentry.
We are witness to the wrath of the gods.
This looks like a religious painting of the island.
Check this out.
I wonder if that's the dragon god in the center. Could the woman below be its priestess? There are so many people around them too. It almost looks like they're being attacked by the dragon god, doesn't it?
Yes.
Interested in some water? Ours is some of the very finest.
Now then.
You know, I get my stock from a secret spring behind us. Keep that under your hat, though. I'd hate for the other villagers to follow me, huh? Oh. There's nothing we can do. We are not worthy enough to offer ourselves up as sacrifice in place of the priestess. If the dragon god wishes for the destruction of our island, we can only wait quietly for the end. We're powerless, there's nothing we can do. Steep knoll.
Did you see it?
It's nice to see the ocean up close from the shore, but the view from here isn't too shabby either. The air feels a bit muggier than it does in Oceania. Kind of makes me want to go swimming.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon. Really now?
Don't meet their eyes. They're outsiders we've all been talking about. Didn't our problems begin when they showed up? Why don't they do us a favor and go back home? Apparently that's not true. Like, you've been having poor harvests. So, yeah, don't blame your problems on me. They're really out here drying fish on a clothesline like laundry. Uh-huh.
Welcome.
Choice cuts. Monster bone. White peach turnip. Oh, we're poor. Ah. Before now, I was just barely scraping by trying to stock meat and vegetables. Okay. That's okay.
Such a sky surely shows us the gods are wrong. If I may.
Don't think too poorly of us islanders. We're just not used to visitors from the mainland. Everyone's anxious. Hard not to be after the string of bad luck we've had here. Or hard not to be. Yeah. Used to be that you could spot fairies on this island if you looked hard enough, but I'm pretty sure they're all gone now. Uh-huh.
Here.
Hello there.
On a map, lots of spots across the inland sea look very easy to access, but that's a false impression. The tides force even seasoned locals to take roundabout routes. So usually when the priestess and chief Danny leave the island, we bring our most skilled sailors to navigate the currents. But on Lady Yufa's last trip, they were attacked by a monster that killed most of them.
Hello.
So that's a gauntlet runner? You came to the island in that thing? The outside world really is frightening. I don't think we islanders would win if we were ever to go to war. Uh-huh. Hey, how does this thing move exactly? No, never mind. If I get caught talking to outsiders, I'll get an earful. I got a question, never mind. Huh. Hey, we're all the babes in bikinis. We need to try to pick up babes in bikinis on the beach, just like in Persona 3.
The sweep of the tide.
I'd love to set out this very moment now. We'd get there in a heartbeat riding waves like these. I say, are the others still not ready to go? Um,
All right then.
uh-huh.
All right. Right. Got it.
Really?
Huh. Uh... Okay, so we do have a couple of quests we can do. We can do these two. Um, no information display. Will it even let us? Prepare and enter the Dragon Temple.
Where to?
Oh no, it won't. Hey, I thought we had 17 days.
Where? All right then. Let's head there right away.
All ready for departure? Time to save that bally damsel in distress, eh?
All right.
We need to get our hands on that lance quickly. To do that, we'll need to save the priestess girl in the temple. They say the whole temple is melancholized, so if the dragon god actually exists, it is not just the girl, but us who will be in danger then. Before entering the temple, we ought to prepare as best we can.
Even so,
Even if we do find the lance, we'll need to find a way to fool those brothers. It's one dilemma after another. All we can do is focus on the task at hand.
this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Virga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
Now then.
This place here.
Let's see here.
One day. Must be the temple with the lance. Looks far. How long will it be? We'll get there within a day.
You would pursue peril.
I guess we should just go. It doesn't seem like we have any other options. Yeah.
Aha! Tally-ho then.
Capital, I'll have you at that temple faster than you can say Divine Relic.
So we bring the fight to them.
Alright, we're off. Let's keep our wits about us. Wonder what sort of place this temple is. I'm not thrilled to hear about the monsters in there, though. Let's do what we can in the Gauntlet Runner until then.
You see?
Do take care in your preparations. If we cannot save the priestess, our search will be much prolonged. And this dragon god besides. If there really is some manner of dragon lurking inside, it will not end well for us. We must prepare for anything. Okay. The girl is a natural martyr. She would give her life without hesitation. She must have been brought up believing that's simply the way of things. But an adult should never have the right to sacrifice a child's future. Never.
The temples.
A dragon, is it? It calls to mind our run-in with the one in the Nord mines. I wish we could save the priestess and be on our way, but there's still the matter of the lance.
Sure.
Ooh. Holistic white fish platter. A sumptuous delicacy that tantalizes the tongue and nourishes the body. Fully restores HP for all allies. Limp goldfish, white peach turnip. Ooh. Finisher noodles made with exotic ingredients. This is a bowl to die for. For 30 seconds, defeat enemies in the field with a single hit. Fruits and vegetables that can cure even a witch's poison.
Okay, so... Got a second?
Cooking is a treat for all 5 senses. Of course, you've got to make sure it tastes pleasing. There's also the texture and smell. Naturally, it must look great. That's why we should use colorful ingredients in our cooking. That red one is so cute. Okay. Food doesn't look cute. Okay. I don't even know what it tastes like, but why not? Let's just throw it in. No. That's not how it works. This spiky one here is just calling my name. It's got a mysterious sort of smell, but let's add it in too. Now that we've done the hard part, it comes down to how these fine ingredients are prepared. I'll be rooting for you, so good luck with it. Cooking is an expression of love, after all. I'll plate it up at the end with all my heart. It'll be a work of art, so you'll want to see it. This dish, it's a treat for the eyes. I call it sweeter than poison. Fine art you can eat. Fine art is stupid. Like, fine art is the stuff that's like really weird, right? Fine art is the like people taping a banana on the wall and calling it art. And that was a thing, right? And then someone bought it for like 100,000 and then they ate the banana. What is fine art? Products are to be appreciated primarily or solely for their imaginative or aesthetic or intellectual content. Sometimes it can be good, but a lot of times it's just stupid. At least from what I've seen, which is not very much, to be fair. Like, there was a good example of fine art, I guess. I'm not even sure if it could be qualified as fine art. I'm no artist, and I'm not very big into art. But someone made these like sculptures out of like just random trash and debris, and when you look at it from one angle, it'll look like just random trash. But if you look at it at a certain angle, it takes form as like a bird or something like that, and it's really interesting. Why is my nose so stuffy? Fine art you can eat. It belongs in a museum, if I do say so myself.
All right then. Go. All right then. Let's head there right away. All right then.
Let's go. Understood.
Yufa.
I wonder if that priestess girl Yufa is alright. I hope she's well hidden. If there really is a dragon in there, we need to expect the unexpected. The more research we can do, the better. A dragon is no laughing matter. It's alright, because I'm the king of the world! This whole sacrifice business don't sit right with me either. But remember, we can't afford to get sidetracked. Don't forget, Del and I are always watching.
A word of warning.
That blood you spilled on that heart back there wasn't just for show, you know. You swore fealty to Lord Luis. Sure, I can't really read your true heart, but it was a blood oath all the same. And if I catch one whiff of you going back on it, well, you've got a lot more blood where that came from. That's how it is to be in this crew, yeah? Okay. Okay.
Let's head there
I
right
guess we'll read a book. Take a look in a book. There are more books now. Maybe Juna added a few to the collection. Top secret poetry, do not read. Something tells me this is Juna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet. It's probably something Juna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but doesn't that just make you want to look inside more? Courage. What's the other one? Future of Magic. Wisdom. Clusters of cryptic phrases and abstract drawings fill the pages. Was this written in some sort of trance? The difference between moonlight and starlight, the difference between me and you, the difference between love and romance. Inquiries like these flood the pages. I don't know why, but reading through this has got me in a cold sweat. Shivers are running down my spine. Well, we can certainly say that artistic expression is a serious business for Juna. I feel like glimpsing Juna's raw creative passion has increased my courage.
All right. Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Virga Island, the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The wind carries the unsettling cries of beasts over the water, ensuring that even reaching the temple will be a trial. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island, amidst surges of sinister magma.
We're here.
Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
Oh, the dragon god's name is Et.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No, and keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
This reminds me a little bit of like this dragon temple in Chrono Cross. Or what was it called? The Dragon Fortress or something or another. There was things about Chrono Cross that were really good and in some ways better than Chrono Trigger. But I still overall very much prefer Chrono Trigger over Chrono Cross. Oh. I just worked out this morning, but like it's funny, like I'm sore, but my motivation for working out is it's still high. Like it's just as high, or maybe even a little higher than when I first woke up. But really, now is the time to be like resting and let the stimulus you've caused in the gym, let your body adapt and grow. But then, like 3-4 days later, you get kind of in the rhythm of just doing nothing. So then the motivation to work out goes down again, which so it sucks. I think I'm gonna start trying to sneak in some more cardio though. Even if I have to like take a shower twice a day. Cause so far I've been doing it. I've been cutting just by cutting a little bit of calories. But I think I want to like ramp it up a bit. Cause like it sucks with my genetics. Like I lose body fat very disproportionately. Like it starts from my extremities first, and then I lose the fat in my gut last, which sucks. I mean, my arms look jacked, which is great, but I would actually prefer it to lose evenly. Like I got that like sweet bicep vein popping out sometimes. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hop on the juice. Just kidding. I'm not. Doing drugs is bad, kids. And also usually illegal. That's the Dragon Temple.
Just as I thought.
What do you mean, just as you thought? What did you think?
I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come.
She said, come.
Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried. I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished. Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on. We're off.
Temple's entrance is just ahead. Let's go.
Oh, just a sec.
Oh. We. Hey, you guys ever seen anything like this?
You see?
I admit Stroll's words have given me pause, but rescuing the priestess comes above all else. Ruins left alone by the Sanctists wonder what's in them. Suppose that question will answer itself when we go in, won't it? Alright then, let's get a wiggle on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Didn't you ever learn that it's rude to stare? I guess it falls to me to teach you basic manners. Now quit gawking and move it. We've got to head to the temple. Dell's come over all peculiar. Maybe it's just me. Any road, let's head into the temple. Yeah, we've got to get after that lance. Melancholia, people's hearts. There might be some connection there. Probably not the time to ponder it. Let's head inside. The idea of those brothers shadowing our every move. I'm not fond of it. Nothing to be done, though, so we press on. The temple awaits. Tree. A tree, so maybe it's weak to fire? Who's in my party?
entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right? But it almost feels like it's radiating pure magla.
We shall force our way through if we must.
The woods turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done. Del, what's wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del! Whoa! You burned it up! Why?
Allow me.
He was wounded against the human we fought out at sea.
Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio, are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Ah, okay. I mean, have you tried fire?
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the gauntlet runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle, understood?
What? Right, got it.
Hey.
How do you say that? Air Gran? How's Del doing? You can help him, right? It was a good thing you came back immediately. One night more of this and he'd be lost. But rest easy, boy. I've treated him with both magic and material cures. A good hearty Parapus constitution should be all he needs to fight the fever. Whew, okay, that's good. However, he'll have to stay on bed rest, even once the fever's down. If he pushes himself too far too fast, he'll never walk on that leg again. I'd listen to her if I were you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, and actually there's one more thing we could use your wisdom on. There's this tree that's blocking the way, and we've never heard of fire before. I mean, but I guess fire probably wouldn't work since steel didn't work. A giant tree in the temple? I didn't see it when I was in the area. If it's grown that much in such a short time, it might be magma exposure. The temple's positively leaking the stuff. I believe I understand. If your aim is to destroy this tree, a concoction known to the ancients as the Potion of Blight may be the wisest choice. Truth be told, there is no record of the ingredients needed to make it. All I know is that they're not found on this island. I've heard that something that induces thirst is needed. Caffeine? We're looking for caffeine. If you could bring me that, I'll try my hand at concocting the potion of blight.
Understood.
We'll track them down. If we want to get into the temple, we'll have to do something about that tree.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay. Ancestral solution. I need, that's funny. It's a potion and it's a quote-unquote solution. Chemistry joke. I need to obtain an ingredient for the potion of blight. I wonder where such a rare item could be found. Badlin or the informant at the Golden Deer Hearth might know more. Who's Badlin? The Crier? Why would the Crier know something about this? I mean, he seems like he knows more than he's letting on, for sure. But an ancient potion? No deadline.
Hey.
Sorry, Lady Juna, way I see it, someone's got to stay and look after Dell. Don't be silly, Bass. Of course you should stay with him. You know he'd chase right after us otherwise. Hate to say it, but we're short on time as it is. Think you lot might have to handle all this temple shite alone. Seems our debts are piling up. Don't worry about it. You'll pay us back eventually. Is this foreshadowing? Is this like foreshadowing that, like, oh, in the future, when we full on betray Luis, they're gonna catch us, but then they're gonna say we're gonna let you go and all our debts are cleared and stuff. You'll pay us back eventually.
Right.
We'll call in those favors eventually. This is about when Dell would say something like, hey, they're gonna run off with a lance, waste them all. But me, I don't think you lot are so bad. I trust you.
Yeah.
So we'll hang about here and you sort out the lance. And well, the priestess girl and all if you like. Can't exactly turn my back on your sister after all you've done for me and my own brother, now can I? Fidelio could stand to learn a lot from you if you ask me.
Yep.
Don't worry, you can leave it to us.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Nonetheless,
That giant tree is blocking our way to the Dragon Temple. I am very much looking forward to covering it in the Potion of Blight.
Thoughts?
Don't get ahead of yourself, love. We still don't have all the ingredients. Seems there's something about it that makes it tough to gather all of them here on the island. Indeed. It would seem we have no choice but to track those down first. A maddening delay when both the priestess and the lance we seek sit inside the temple beyond our reach.
True.
We have no idea how big that temple is on the inside, nor what manner of enemies await within. 'Twill likely be more difficult than any of our previous endeavors. Quest start. Obtain Dracodelios. I need to head to the Dragon Temple and acquire the Divine Relic Dracadios for Luis. At the same time, I must fulfill my promise to Edeni, to save the island's priestess. Deadline 9/5, days left 17, rank 6 difficulty. Okay, Operation Procure Dracadios. A mission with a deadline has begun. You can chart a course to the Dragon Temple by visiting the Round Table in the Gauntlet's Runner, which is parked in on the beach of Virga Island. Be cautious of scorching heat. Inclement weather may occur around Virga Island. The priestess Yufa is trapped in the Dragon Temple. Rescue her and obtain Dracadios before the day you depart for Altaberry. The ingredient for the Potion of Blight, which causes things to wither.
Really?
We should start off by asking the people in the village if they know anything about the potion's ingredient. Potion of Blight. A powerful concoction capable of wilting any plant, the knowledge of which is passed down through generations of Virga Island priests. The ingredient necessary for its brewing apparently can't be found on the island. Study the Paladin and Dark Knight.
Tis you.
Have you not decided our plans for the day? Even knowing we mustn't let our guard down, a breather might do us some good. I've been thinking of my once compatriot Rodanth. I still want to believe in him. I can't help but hope that in the heart of his ambition still lies a knight's conviction. I believe I know the way I might see the truth through a fair and honest duel.
What's going on? Goodness.
Basilio and Fidelio wouldn't know caution if it bit them on the bum. All the same, we have to do something about that giant tree in the temple, don't we? Yeah.
Oh there!
Do you need something?
So, hey,
There's something we wanted to ask, actually. An ingredient for a potion of blight, and you say it's not on the island? How should we know something even the chief doesn't? If I were you, I'd start with the informant at the tavern. Still, wouldn't you mainlanders know more about the outside world? Take that talkative chap we threw in the prison earlier. He seemed rather worldly.
really?
Between the informant and Badland, we have 2 leads as followed up. Oh, okay. Dejected man.
What are my options here?
That fool, I told her how dangerous it was. Huh? Aren't you the outsiders who promised to save Lady Yufa? If only you'd come a little earlier, then my reckless fool of a sister might still be alive.
What?
Did she pass away? Do you want to talk about it? Well, she was always a bit strange, very interested in monsters, so she left home one day and set off towards a den of them, just to satisfy her curiosity. She really was a fool. This happened so many times the people of the island gave up on her. She'd come back unscathed every time before, but her luck was bound to run out. There's been no news for ages. Ugh.
Please, I
Would you be
beseech
willing to avenge her? I'd sleep easier if you'd go to the Spire of Blind Faith and slay the monsters there. Okay.
Oh, I am grateful.
Thank you. I am truly in your debt. Maybe this way her soul will find solace. There's a bird-like monster called the Leogron that lords over the tower. I think that's what most likely, well, killed her. I'm willing to bet that she's still alive. Somehow. You should ask the informant at the tavern for details of the spire. While you're at it, some information on the monster. I don't mean to send you in harm's way, but you seem capable enough. Please help her rest in peace.
Let's give it a shot.
Peak curiosity. Wop wop wop. We were asked to avenge someone's sister by going to the Spire of Blind Faith and slaying the Leogron there. Hero's Jeweled Root? What is that? Courage and money. No deadline. How tragic. Let's kill that monster form after we go to speak at with the informant. Okay.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Well now, what are we on about?
Hey! Let's see.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Aha!
Are you perhaps the boy who promised to save our priestess? If you're from the mainland, then by any chance have you been to the Lycaon Igniter shop in Grand Trad? Oh, Brigitta's shop? Yeah, we're basically regulars. Really? Then could you do me a favor? I need someone to take this igniter to Lycaon's shop and have it appraised. It's like this. Not too long ago, a trader came to our shores and sold this model for cheap. Claimed it was a broken piece of regional craftsmanship. But if I'm right, it's an igniter. A pretty valuable one too. So I'm hoping the Lycaon store can appraise it and back up my valuation.
What?
You're willing to just hand this valuable igniter over to people you met like a minute ago? I have to. I have no other contacts in Grand Trad. And the future of the Mystari is riding on this. Oh, of course, I can promise a reward too.
No kidding.
Sounds like it'll just be an errand to the royal capital to get this igniter appraised. What do you think? Should we help? Yep, we could just pop in there real quick and get it appraised.
I am so grateful.
Thank you so much. It's in your hands then. Here's the igniter. I need you to get an official certificate of appraisal from Lycons. And bring it back here. You know where to find me. Unappraised igniter. A simple appraisal shouldn't take long. If we end up in the royal capital, let's stop by the shop.
Let's give it a shot.
Gleaming crystal. That seems promising. Wisdom. Okay, no deadline. Just what I want to hear. No deadline.
Leave it out, mate.
Dip-dip-dip-dip-dow. 1 potion of blight, please.
What'll I do?
Sorry, I don't have a clue what that is. At the very least, it doesn't sound like it'd be in our village's general store. You might have better luck asking off the island, and you'd have a better idea about where than I would.
Cheers.
You're the one who's to save the priestess, are you not? Nice to know there are good people outside the island. I'm afraid I have nothing material to give you in return, but I can share my knowledge with you. Ask me and I'll tell you all that I know. You see, I once lived outside the island and worked as an informant. I am now but a humble fisherman, but my knowledge of the surrounding area is still unmatched.
Fancy a bit of info?
What do you say? Is there anything you'd like to learn more of? Do you happen to know where we might get ingredients for a potion of blight? We need it to save the priestess. Ah yes, that predicament. I've already looked into it myself, but I apologize. But I wasn't able to find any useful information here on this island. I have heard that you may have better luck finding what you need in the royal capital. There should be an informant there. I'm sure they'll be glad to do business with you. Got it, that makes sense, seeing how the royal capital is just full of unique things from all over. Let's check in with the city's informant.
Just between us.
I once worked as an informant on the mainland. My people give me some flack for it, but I must say I had a lot of fun. There isn't much demand for an informant broker around here, so I am glad to have some business for the first time in quite a while. Oh, the secret of the Ujif stall. Learn the secrets of the stall on Seabreeze Street that only sells herbs. Ingredients of Virga Island.
Cheers.
You want some ingredients from Virga Island? The butcher used to have a good variety of fish, but see how the weather's all strange? The hull's not as good these days, so right now there's only monster bone and white peach turnip available. Why vegetables, you ask? The islanders leave these in exchange for buying goods. That'd be because we islanders don't really use money amongst each other. We used to sell limp goldfish too, but I'm not sure how about now. If you need it though, there was definitely some at the village nearby. Did you visit the water shop? They sometimes sell Queen's Honey Jar. The ingredients from Virga Island are delicious, but as much as you can carry, buy as much as you can carry and make some good food with them, will ya? And while you're at it, why not start growing your own food? Over at the market shop, they sell plant seeds. Give them a look. Yeah. Okay. Tell me the secret. Secret.
Cheers.
It's a front. The secret of the Yugi's shop is it's a front for selling smack. In Brylehaven, there's this Yugi run shop. You'll know by all the cauldrons. I mentioned this before, but I used to live outside the island way back when, so I know some things. It's over on Seabreeze Street, but the shopkeep's an old miser, and he claims he's selling all he claims he's selling is medicinal herbs. In truth, he's hidden away some interesting stuff for sale, harvested from the remains of monsters, useful for experiments and of all things cooking. If the Navy knew he was selling those dodgy items, they'd have him strung up, so he's extra cautious who he sells to. Not much chance of getting him to show you what he's really got for sale, but maybe having a mutual friend would change that. A mutual friend? Like who? I need to do a side quest. Because we are flat broke. We have like, what, 5 Reeve to our name?
Leave it out, mate. Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Oh, you're here.
Oh.
Hey there, despite the warm welcome I initially received from these folks, I've somehow convinced them to let me stay on the island. Anyway, what troubles you? It's written all over your faces.
Yeah.
That bad, huh? We're actually looking for something, but we've not much we've not had much luck.
I see.
An ingredient for a potion of blight that causes withering, eh? Quite a pickle if you can't find it here. Although, if the potion is meant to dry things out... You know something that can do that? Couldn't say for sure, and my memory's fuzzy on the matter, but I do believe I saw something like that in a shop once. I want to say it was a shop that dealt in medicines and the like. Grand Trad brings in goods from across the kingdom, so that would be your best bet. Too bad we're on the other side of the world, eh? Far cry from Grand Trad, yeah, too bad. Too bad, there's no way we could get back there. It's impossible. Bet we best give up. Right, that part we can handle. I suppose we should head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Okay, we can't afford any potions or armor. Is there anything else? Hey, buddy, aren't you supposed to be watching your brother? They've got a doctor looking at Del right now. He's doing better, but nobody's supposed to see him but me. You know what that means? This whole Dracadios thing, that's up to you now. And if you fail Lord Luis, I'm guessing you already know what'll happen next. Just don't make me have to kill you, yeah? My, aren't you a pretty young thing? And good heavens, your skin is flawless. I'm jealous, dearie. You coming on to me, old lady? Because I will totally tear that ass up. If you're looking to smash, I'm your man. A little hit it and quit it. What's the matter, love? Cat, got your tongue? Don't tell me you're stunned into silence by my good looks. No, that's not it. No need to be shy. Flattery will only get you so far, dearie. All I've got to give in return is vegetables. Do take some, won't you? They'll keep you young.
Sure.
A little lip service in exchange for some produce? Not a bad deal, even if she is a bit of a chatterbox. Another time, well, for free food.
Come on.
That's the spirit. You mustn't be shy while you're still young. Wait just a moment. The woman generously brought me some vegetables. Delicious when fresh picked, aren't they? I just gave some to the village chief. Uh-huh. Hey, white peach turnip, nice.
Over here.
If it isn't the young traveler, what's the matter? Was your heart aching for the sound of my voice? I'm teasing you. Not to worry, I won't be a nag. Enjoy the vegetables, dear.
We are witness to the wrath of the gods.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Think we'll make it?
We are witness to the wrath of the gods. We are witness to the wrath of the gods.
It was all in vain.
Oh,
Village cleric. I've heard about your group from the chief. He said you were trustworthy. However, I can only place my trust in those who possess a certain wisdom. What do you know of the history of this island? I know it well. Not very much. A wise answer. A fool will boast knowing and feel no need to ask further questions. Whatever tidbits you may have heard elsewhere do not tell you the full story. I am more than willing to properly educate you if you have a moment. Mistari history lesson. We might be able to better support those who are disadvantaged if we take time to learn about their culture. Interactions with different cultures and points of view might raise my tolerance. Not right now.
how unfortunate.
Time waits for no one, then again I suppose there's no need for haste either. Please come again should the opportunity present itself.
It was all in vain.
Have you looked at the view from here? You know, I once dreamed of visiting the outside world too. Rather than despairing when I learn what it's really like out there, I'd rather just stay here where I know I'm comfortable. The outside world's too big to care about people like us.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon. Really now? Such a sky surely shows us. No.
Oh, is this the equivalent of the bench
It's so nice
in
out.
Grand Trad? Weather's really nice today, isn't it? It's warm like usual, but it's not humid at all. Why the sigh?
Listen.
On a sunny day like this, I just want to kick back and relax on the beach, but we have so much to do. Also, I really can't complain, but it feels like if we watched the sky long enough, something special might happen. Feels like we might expand our horizons just by sitting here and taking in the nature all around us. If I spend time here, I feel as though my wisdom will broaden.
Well,
Sorry, not very productive to whine like this, is it? Let's take it easy here. Let's do what needs to be
all
done.
good.
Right, let's be on our way. I say that Batlin chap really is an interesting character. He found me working on the runner the other day. We got to chatting, and before I knew it, I completely forgot my work. Too much to talk about.
Right. Well then.
Okay.
Got it.
Well, let me guess. Rock beans and, yeah, shrooms. Okay, it's been 2 hours, so let's practice healthy gaming and take a moment to rest our eyes from the screen, get up and stretch, get some snacks, some water, use the restroom, all that good stuff. If you've been hanging with me, please also do the same. It is roughly 10:15 p.m. my time. I'll see you in about 10. Alright, I'm back. Break lasted a little bit longer than I thought it would. Okay. We did that. The power should be out. Oh. Hey, new entry. Read the Grand Trad entry. Despite its value, your average numbskull wouldn't even bother trying to have the relic appraised. Finding it lying discarded around Grand Trad would be no great mystery. Might that mean the cave east of Grand Trad? How typical, right under our noses. Apparently, the place was once a thieves' hideaway, it says. If we're ever in that part of Grand Trad, we should go looking for this relic. Okay.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Now that the exhibition's over, things are certainly lacking a bit of excitement. Hey there, you're looking well, but the real tournament starts here, you know? What brilliant surprise will you have for us next in Altabury? I'm chomping at the bit to know. Okay.
Oh, this blew well met, eh? Hello.
I just took the watch from the guard who was here before. You know, there's some pretty strange rumors rolling about concerning your runner. I mean, suddenly vanishing and all that. It's not true, is it?
Well met, eh? Oh, this bloomin' heat.
Gauntlet runner disappearing. Rubbish. Yep, definitely rubbish. Hey, kid. So, yeah, did she become your girlfriend or what?
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
You know, you saved my ass.
The king's face is finally gone. Couldn't be more pleased myself. Although it was there so long, now it feels kind of empty, don't it?
What's up? Hello,
Simply marvelous.
What can I do?
I wonder where Lord Milo could have gone. It's so boring now without him. Milo? Ah, yes, I remember there was someone by that name. The more I think about it, the more I realize Milo is a shallow man indeed. Why should I care what happened to him? You shouldn't.
Greetings.
Did you hear the story about a boy who defeated the monster in the Eastern Sea? The tale spread by that town crier Badlin, pure heresy. Don't believe such nonsense. Welcome. Let me just say right off the bat, I don't sell. You sell all kinds of things, I hear. We'd love to see the actual goods if you could. Huh. Just where'd you hear that, huh? I don't deal with phony baloney fraudsters. Go play pretend somewhere else.
That's not it.
Sounds like something more up Alonso's alley than ours. Huh? What was that? Did you say Alonzo? Well, I'll be. Wasn't expecting you to know his real name. Oh. I've known Alonzo a good while. That silver tongue of his saved me from the gallows once upon a time.
Really help me
After
out,
that,
you did.
I've made it a point not to deal with people who weren't in the know, but I suppose I can trust an acquaintance of his. I'll be frank with you. Can I still be myself? Nice to meet you, Frank. What I actually deal with in this shop is a special relic you can get from monsters called white masks. Another thing, I also sell an unusual ingredient on Idol's Day, which, in case you were wondering, also comes from monsters.
Whoa.
As you can imagine, my stock is limited, so I restrict customers to one of each item per day. Keep that in mind. Okay. Anyway, here's what I've got today. Anything catch your eye? Devil, white mask, tower, star, moon, sun, judgment. Yeah, well, you take 42, Reeve. Stop by tomorrow, right? Okay.
Amazing. Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
The Whiteclads are all around here are all gone. I was on my guard the whole time, so I know they were on their best behavior. And that was quite the thing, putting the screws to that fella. All tough like I was fearing for my life.
Clammy all over in this humidity I have. Yeah. Divine relics. Divine relics. Amazing.
Amazing.
Say,
Oi.
Oi.
Oh, what'll I do?
Collecting divine relics is the next task. Divine relics are just some Arl pagan scrap, right? What's the point of collecting them? No clue. Might be worth a lot of money, maybe.
What is it? Oh.
Uh.
What should I do?
We've hit a lull in the tournament, so profits have plummeted at every shop in the city. Maybe I should start carrying igniters after all. These days, can't go 2 steps without a shop selling them, seems like. Okay.
Blast this heat. Yes, hello.
I see your face has appeared in a corner of that stone. I suppose I must praise your perseverance in such a futile endeavor. You are not but a lowly elder. Regardless of your moment in the spotlight, you will be completely forgotten by the Saints' Day festival. Ha! I have already obtained a divine relic of my own, a sublime artifact to awe the people. Weep, fool, for victory shall be mine.
Blast this heat. I won't let it stand. Welcome.
Siocropus, ruffian ringleader. I need to slay the Siocropus in Scoundrel's Hold, southeast of Grand Trad. The informant at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details. Okay.
Welcome.
Contract this time is to exterminate the one-eyed monster. I got a one-eyed monster for you. Psyocropus. Cave near Grand Trad that used to be used by bandits. Some Goborns chased them out, and it's a Goborn nest now. Seems like the Goborns are imitating the bandits and are attacking merchants and travelers. Can't have that, can we? On top of that, the Goborns seem to be following the orders of this one-eyed beast. Will you take it out before they cause any more damage? Yes. Thanks for your help. Truth be told, we've already had a number of bounty hunters come running back, tail between their legs. The Goborns are in a cave called Scoundrel's Hole near Grand Trad. That village Link knows on the way. They're supposed to have some real nice stuff there. I'd save up before going if I were you. As for details about the Cyclops-like beast, the Psyocropus, well, the informant should know a thing or
Show me
two.
what you've got.
As proof you've taken down the bounty, bring back the enormous eyeball. With that, you'll get your reward. I'm counting on you now.
Let's do it.
Okay, no deadline.
Ooh.
Just past the village, it's on the way, so why not stop by?
This place.
Oh. So I suppose we're not going to be going in a circle like that. We're going to go here and then go back that way. I guess that makes sense if, you know, these are like mountains that are like have no path and no, you know, there's no real way to get to Martira this way. Like you have to come from Grand Trad. Okay. And we killed this, I think. Pretty sure it was this.
Show me what you've got.
I won't let it stand.
What tarnation's going on?
Youth at a loss. You there, you saved my life. Who are you? No one you have to worry about. It's just until recently my face was on the King's Rock. But then you picked up some recognition and yours pushed mine clean off.
Thank you kindly.
I didn't want no crown in the first place. I just earned a little fame on accident. I mean, I didn't even enter the tournament for the throne. Imagine what a pickle that would be. But you solved. Oh, him. Like he was doing some nice things, or people started coming to him for advice, which made him become famous, and then more people came to him for advice. And he was just like, I just helped out a couple of people. I didn't really do anything. Okay, I remember this guy. You solved my problem.
But
I guess so, but aren't you the slightest bit worried that the royal magic won't protect you anymore? What, you mean I might get mistaken for a candidate and attacked? Ah.
Well met, eh? So it's you.
Ex-candidate Godard. I'm tired. And it's not because of my failure in the tournament. After the Annex War, it was my generation who rebuilt Oceania. And so with Altaberry and even Grand Trad. We took enormous pride in that, and yet now people say, oh, old folks are useless. Positively shameful. Where is the respect? I can see this country is beyond hope of salvation. All I want now is to leave this land and be at peace.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Hey, is that Elda everyone's been talking about? Heard what you did at the exhibition, kid. Not bad for a filthy Elda. Keep it up for the next one.
that's awful.
can't say I like how he said it, but at least people are starting to cheer us on, I guess? I'm rooting for you, you godless Elder. Don't go dying on me just yet. That rumor spread out here too. Did you really defeat that sea monster? If the seas are safe, then trade'll flourish. If the church didn't hate you, I bet you would have received the medal.
Oh, this blooming heat. Oh.
What's he said?
All right then. Go.
Say.
Just can't stand it.
You're really working hard, ain't you, kiddo? I'm back in Louise, but I've got high expectations for you too. After that sanctuarist framed a Yugi for her crimes, I can't trust any of those high and mighty church folk anymore. Understandable.
This?
I bet we could climb up from inside. The view would be great, yeah. Oh.
Got it.
Some other time. Oh.
Salutations.
Next is the dedication of divine relics, is it? How fortuitous. My connections will make undertaking such a task a dawdle. I'll pick the right occasion and set off for Montario, but I must say, every candidate I've had the misfortune to meet in this city is a fool. Blinded by their own beliefs, none of them can see where this country is headed. I didn't realize this tournament would be such a low-class affair. Okay.
Oh, this blooming heat. Oh, this blooming heat.
Hey, ex-candidate Lena.
Alright, mate.
It's good to see you again. Thanks to you, we're back in business. To be quite honest, I didn't have a hope of finding a divine relic, and everyone in the tournament's so bloodthirsty, I'm fed up with the lot of them. Oh right, are the rumors true? Did you run across the ocean?
Not bad at all.
It's pretty incredible to do it with that design. Forget the tournament, I almost want to follow you to Montario just to observe your runner in action. I quit, your gauntlet runner is amazing. Okay. What up, dude? Wait, we can hang out with you during the day? Since when?
Ain't this a pickle?
Thank you kindly. Gone clammy all over. Damn. What in the blaze?
Dear me.
Stupendous. Hiya.
Well met, eh? Well met, eh? What shall I do?
Julian doesn't seem to want to give any speeches here in Brylehaven. His silence honestly makes me even more interested. I'd buy one of his books if I could read. Oh, now don't go in too far for him. He may be clever, but he's still just another uppity Ishka. You're better off placing your trust in His Eminence Forden and the Sanctus Church. Of that you can be sure.
Well met, eh?
All right then. Let's go.
Hey,
Hello there, does that sword on your hip mean you're here to challenge the Varmarino Coliseum eventually? The Coliseum is up the stairs to the back. Try your metal anytime except when there is a thunderstorm. We're always open.
If you can help.
Any warrior looking for a fight is welcome. I hope you'll battle as brilliantly as the legendary Brawler King. Well, I do need the money.
Whoa. Hey there.
We're one short. Son of a beetle. Heard the creatures in the Colosseum are even more fearsome lately. Captain, are you gonna be alright? You think such tales can scare me? The arena's a piece of piss compared to that sea monster, huh?
Oh, damn.
Ugh, some elder kid got the jump on us, and now the Navy's reputation has sunk lower than a dockside tart. I gotta prove just how strong we really are. Ex-candidate Roger. Well, if it isn't my once rival, you delivered me to a spectacular defeat in our Gauntlet Runner battle. I'll admit that much. And I'll be honest, I have no clue about where to find a divine relic either. In fact, there's something I find a bit off about this whole tournament.
Indeed.
You know, I really prided myself on my dedication to liberating this country, but in the end it all feels a bit ridiculous. The next king is going to be chosen based on how they perform in pointless hunts and empty rituals, not the content of their character. Call me a sore loser, but that doesn't inspire faith in the future of this country. I mean, you're not exactly wrong. It's not based off. It's not a meritocracy. It's just based off of like, these rituals, chosen by, you know, the dominant power faction who has an interest in maintaining their power.
This is the best.
All right then.
let's go. Let's not.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
Oh, me?
Oh, why?
Mr. Barton's been real mad lately. Does he hate us now? No, he's just he's kind of being his personality is changing because he's been put into a role that he's um not used to, and
Hey, you.
you know, obviously, like it's you might act a certain way on the outside looking in, but now that he's in that position, it could have modified his behavior slightly, you know. Okay,
Really now?
we should probably, I don't know if I actually want to like
Hey, you.
read all these ambient dialogues out loud. That's a lot of
Oh, me?
I'm just incredulous.
a lot of talking. Uh-huh. Right, you can't even trust your own subordinates. Right, yeah.
Incredulous.
I could understand the captain's regret. He allowed a tragedy to unfold right under his nose. He put too much faith in people. I think the betrayal of that led to this state of high security, yeah. So the pendulum swung all the way to the other way now. I get how he feels, but everyone's gone sick of this constant surveillance, if you ask me.
Incredulous.
Yeah. Right. He didn't used to be like that.
Hey, you. Really now? Really now? Damn it all. I won't let it stand.
Now, how did I wind up here?
I'm just incredulous.
Whoa!
I'm just incredulous.
All right then. Go.
What's
going on?
Blazes?
Oh,
What in the blazes?
Hello there.
Just can't stand it. Take me for a fool, do ya? What in the blazes? Leave it out, mate.
That's terribly unfair.
out of ideas.
Bardon's right. You can't trust people in this town. Not anymore. No, sir. Why don't we have any gallows around here? Just hang all the suspicious characters about and be done with it. Damn, lady. I thought that one dude was kind of like really into the police state, but you are like kicking it up a notch.
I guess it's over then.
All right. Where to?
Let's go. Hey there.
Oh, an excellent gold beetle delivery. This will be a great boon for my research. Here's what I promised you. Ooh. Yellow tier, I guess like a legendary tier weapons. Claw breakers. These are gauntlets so sturdy not even dragon's claws can pierce them. Not that I've seen them in action before, of course.
No way.
You're really giving us some amazing dragon-related relic again? Do you just have a ton of money laying around or what? Ho ho ho! My love for bugs was simply so great, I engrossed myself in their research at a certain place long ago. But alas, now I can only look forward to you collecting them for me. There's still gold beetles hiding out there. If you find any more, please bring them to me. If you find another 13, making 38 in total, I'll give you this flame seal corselet in exchange.
Understood.
Alright. Alright, 13 more. Let's see.
What now?
Oh, is it armor? Yeah, it is. So right now we have this, a +4 strength, Tarakaja at the start of battle. Okay. Gauntlets, so sturdy, right. Resist slash damage. Okay. We're gonna lose Tarakaja, but we're gonna gain +2 over the +4, so +6 total. So I guess that makes up for the lack of Tarakaja. Plus we have bonus defense, and we have resist slash damage, so that's good. Hey, 308, 308!
All right then.
Okay, dang, some people went to the temple already. I guess you could. Speech, Colosseum. Spent time with Heismay, Hulkenberg, question mark. We don't have the wisdom. Maria. We'll save him for nighttime. I guess we hang out with Maria.
All right then.
We can do a quest,
All right,
assuming
Where to?
Let's go.
Assuming it doesn't take up time. Doesn't cause time to pass.
Is there any shelter from this? Is there any shelter from this? What is it?
Idiot peasant.
You're that elder who, well, seeing as you've somehow managed to stay in the race for this long, I bet you're feeling quite full of yourself. But never forget this, the elder will never amount to anything. Your tribe is even more despised than the Parapus. You have no hope of ever leading this country. Did you honestly think you had a chance? Well, you don't. You're fighting a losing battle. Does Wayne Brady gotta slap a bee?
Hello there.
Can hardly believe such a thing.
Is Mr. Luis gonna be the new
Stupendous.
Closure.
Hey,
What is it?
Tuh. Right, we haven't run into any mimics, so we don't have any water. Man, should we just go to like a dungeon randomly and try to farm freaking mimics? Even though it's not like, even though we don't have a quest for it.
All right then. Let's go.
Oh. Remember that igniter you were supposed to get appraised? It's kind of a special circumstance, so let's listen to what he has to say.
Welcome.
Requesting an appraisal? Of course, I'd be happy to. If you would just allow me to take the item in question then. I handed the unappraised igniter to the clerk. Huh? Why, this is... May I ask where you procured this magic igniter? None of your business. I borrowed it from Verga Island. In other words, this belongs to those pagans? Well, this is most unexpected. What I meant to say is this igniter is... I'm afraid that that is simply nothing special, and on top of that, it's broken. As far as igniters go, it's utter rubbish. Let's ask Brigitte. I'm sure our field representative has more important matters to attend to. I understand though, sir, and perhaps I was hasty.
An intriguing offer.
At second glance, this is a truly remarkable find. It has many of the same qualities one would find in a divine relic. Perhaps you'd be willing to sell it to us. If the pagans were to make use of this, they would undoubtedly come into conflict with the Sanctus Church. I only seek to avoid bloodshed, of course. They're not like that. Even if it was ours to sell, I'd never let someone who spouts such prejudiced nonsense have it. So we'd like it back now, along with a report of the appraisal.
Splendid.
As you
Understood.
wish, so be it. Here is your appraisal report. The fee will be waived this time. Bargain igniter appraisal certificate.
Okay then.
Now that we got it appraised, let's make our way back.
God, to find some shade. If some praised him, becomes king. God, to find some shade.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Come to think of it,
Oh yeah, fishmonger.
This heat isn't something. What in
Yeah?
What's up? What in The goal. Ridiculous. Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that. Oh, you're not getting off the hook for that.
Alright, we need 12 more now.
Well met, eh? Luis is the only one left, isn't he? Welcome.
Fresh fish. Get your fresh fish. I've got bargains. At business with the fishmonger? I should talk to him.
Welcome.
Welcome, one and all. If it's swam in the rivers or seas, I've got it here. And it's all as fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I know he was a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? The Count of Halia? And just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with his son? Really now? I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an Elda, and Clemmer nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. Do you have something of his? I'm looking for his inheritance. What are you playing at? If this is some manner of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Halia. He saved my skin once, when some pain-in-the-arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself? Did his son really like fish? Does Stroll like fish? I think he's mentioned something about how they don't really get a whole lot of fish in Halia, so he kind of enjoyed it. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in the front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Odd that he bought the fish first, eh?
Oh, what'll I do?
Hey, mister!
Oh, this heat is fine.
May God keep you, chap.
How much you need?
Uh-huh.
May God keep you.
That exhibition was good fun, wasn't it?
Beg pardon?
Aha. Proper aces. I'm out of ideas. You're not serious. What now?
What are we to do?
Grand dinner. You What's the world coming to?
It's a scorcher out here.
Oh, this blooming heat.
What's this? Lovely.
Fancy a bit of info?
Huh. Okay, we need to make some money.
Ah, 'tis you.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
This heat is
I
insufferable.
certainly can see it being Maurice.
Bye-bye now.
I certainly can see it being Maurice.
All right then.
He said he was looking for a merchant in front of the Grand Cathedral.
What in salvation? This heat is insufferable.
This place.
All right then.
Stroll asked me to help track a merchant near the Grand Cathedral. Okay, but there's lots of merchants.
This heat is insufferable.
This one?
And what do you want?
You're not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. Stroll's father went to meet a merchant in front of Regolith Grand Cathedral. Could this be him?
So foolish, it arouses great pity.
Indeed, I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honorable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. The merchant is still suspicious of me. What should I say next? Did his fish stink? Whoa, buddy, excuse us. Dude just walked right between us. You see that? Rude. Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to choose words that convinced the merchant I have no ill intent. How interesting. Yes, they did indeed stink. The Count would often buy fish himself, and then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I was worried about how he would keep them fresh. That stirs some memories. The Count of Halia, that I remember, was a magnanimous man. He was genuinely kind to all he met.
Business is done.
Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well, tell me your story and I will listen. I see. You must forgive my suspicion. You are truly a friend of his son, aren't you? I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance has spread, and conmen have tried every trick in the book to claim it.
I do appreciate
I
your
have indeed been
assistance.
entrusted with the inheritance always meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest are details I'd prefer to share with him directly. Please, bring him with you when you're able. Hey. I found the person who was entrusted with the Count's inheritance. I should let Stroll know immediately.
All right then.
Where to?
Let's go.
Leave it out, mate.
How would you do it so quickly? The appraisal is complete. I handed over the Igniter appraisal certificate and returned her bargain Igniter. According to them, it's old, but high-functioning. Sounds like a valuable find. Kind of impressive that you knew that from only a glance, actually. Thank goodness, then my evaluation was correct. And that means my dream's in reach. Truth is, I needed a professional's opinion so I could test my own judgment. I'm planning to open up an igniter shop here on the island.
Huh?
You want to sell igniters here, but aren't they, Sanctus creations? Yes. I know there are many islanders who don't care for them, but it was your arrival here that got me thinking. Someday, this island will surely open up to the outside world. When that time comes, I want igniters to help me be a bridge between our lands and the rest of the country. Prejudice against our people won't disappear overnight, but I think it comes from people's fear of the unknown. That's where I want to help. If the Mustari seem like unknowns, I can try making us known. Show everyone that both Mustari and igniters aren't objectively evil. And you've proven there are people who can see past tribes. People who just want to help. Truly, you are my hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you are only hope. I'm rooting for you.
I am so grateful.
Thank you. It's quite a boost to hear that from you. Alright, almost forgot your reward. Here, take it.
Mission accomplished.
The price of hope. The Igniter and appraisal results were delivered to the requester. I was able to assuage her concerns about the future of Virga Island. She was grateful and gave me a reward. Gleaming crystal, accessory, wisdom, and money. We are no longer absolutely broke. Hooray!
All right.
Farewell.
Good luck in the tournament. Do your best. You too, I bet you'll find some islanders who'll be glad. Oh. To be part of your dream. Okay.
What now?
Wait, what was it? This one, Gleaming Crystal. A crystal that draws out the power of its wearer, all stats +4. Oh. All stats +5. There you go.
Excuse me?
Hey, what do you think?
Oops. I mean, I guess we should hang out with him. I mean, we were just gonna hang out with Maria, but this way we can at least get a request off the board. I found the man holding it for you.
Huh?
Have you? You must take me to him so we can talk. It's nice to finally meet you. Well, we have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. He did charity work in the capital? I hardly knew his business here, to be honest. My connection to your father is ultimately what led him to entrust your family fortune to my guardsmanship. I am pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
No.
I don't mean to pry, but have you decided what you will do with it?
That is...
I had thought to use it to rebuild our house, but to hear my father use his fortune to help people, I admit I'm having second thoughts. The refugees of Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing, and knowing this, I would put these funds to the needs. Funds to the needs of my house. It would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come. You are truly a stroll, lad. Right down to your father's strength of character. If I might be so bold, allow me to present you with an option. It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with estates they cannot sustain. You could then offer this land to your people to build upon. Would that not give them solace?
True.
I see the wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expanse in such short order. If it's the negotiations you are concerned about, that is where I come in.
Quite.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydron, best known for his piety. He is well versed in such matters. Wasn't he the guy who was like being an a-hole to our people? You have anyone else? Sorry, did you say Lord Hydron? Ah, so you do know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But for such an occasion as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say he would be precisely the savior you'd need to realize your ideals.
My ideals.
My ideals, you say?
Yes.
I apologize. I'm just caught off guard by how quickly these tides change. I gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in the negotiations. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I'd hear my mother and father say often. They practically bludgeoned me with it. Huh. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience. What does it mean? It means that if you believe in your cause enough to see it done, then you will find a way. Something like that, anyway. That's not exactly what I got from it, but sort of. If I can procure new land, all those people could return to some semblance of the lives they were forced to abandon. They could go back to a time of peace before the human attacked. And you have no small role to play here, you know that, don't you? If treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin, and I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia, let alone realizing my ideals.
Hey.
In other words, the future of many depends on our fight. Our hope lies with you, Captain. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and newfound resolve. 6.
Whatever burdens you carry, I'll
3
carry
skill
them too.
slots. Right, battle hypnosis.
Thank you.
I owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It was surely no easy feat to find him.
You're a lifesaver.
By tracking down the merchant who knew Stroll's father, I helped him get one step closer to his goal. He was grateful for my help. Increase his tolerance.
Now then.
Hey, we are benevolent.
Tolerance.
One of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up the mantle of benevolence which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
That reminds me.
If you don't mind my asking, did you hear anything else about my father in the search? He loved his son, he had a strong sense of justice, he was a man of virtue.
Right.
I'm told he was a man of many virtues. Yes, that sounds about right. I'm glad people still remember him so fondly. It makes me happy to hear it, more so than I imagined. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do. Okay.
Hey.
Remember that monster we took down on the way to the island? The rumors about it are already spreading. Still, we have to focus on what's in front of us.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
Fancy a bit of info?
Buy that later.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
Okay, in Grand Trad, Stroll finds an old business partner of his father's, entrusted with the inheritance. He offers some advice on its use. Huh. So we have to hang out with Alonso during the day for this specific rank. Alright. Interesting.
All right then.
Let's go. Great, isn't it? Great, isn't it?
Leave me alone, will ya?
It's all good stuff. Hear me out.
Leave
All
me
right,
alone, will ya?
Just can't stand it.
Great, isn't it?
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Can't be.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go. Save it.
What
Hey,
is
mister.
going on?
Thanks.
Ridiculous. All right then. Where to? Where to?
Let's go.
Oh, this blooming heat. Whoa!
All right then.
Say,
Proper
You there?
races.
You're the elder candidate alive. Still alive, I see. That lot who always used to give speeches around here. It's been a while since I've seen any of them. Wonder what they're up to these days. Young Ming!
you there. Fate speaks.
Let's see. Which one?
We'll face danger here.
Nice little village. This place.
Cloudy.
A village.
Let's see.
So if we get here, it's gonna be a good day, and then that'll take up one day. This will be on
And there's
day
a campground.
2, and then day
This
3
place.
potentially, so it should be fine.
And there's a campground. And right there's a labyrinth.
Oh, but this is day 1 should be including today, huh? So we'd have to check it again tomorrow.
What now?
What is it?
Hey, mister!
Greetings. Well then.
See there.
Blast this heat.
Oh, come off it.
Well then.
You're here. Let's do some accounting then, shall we?
Very good. Very good indeed.
Excellent work. You don't disappoint. Here's your winnings of 30,000 Reeve. Hey. Ha, nothing beats the thrill of winning, does it? I hope your luck continues. Right you are then. What's your pleasure? Care to bet on yourself again? If you predict your rank correctly, you'll win double your wager. Same as before, you win. Yes. Nice one. Besides, if your goal is to be king, you gotta take some
Well
risks.
then.
What do you think you can reach by September 6th? Top 5, baby! Oh, shoulders. Dying. How much are you wagering? The bargain is struck. Check the results in 17 days. Don't forget, you got to come back here to collect your money.
Oh, camo fit.
Okay.
What in tarnation's going on?
You went to that island? How was it? That place is my home. It was a shithole. Just kidding.
What's his eats?
Okay.
Alright then.
Okay, so that's taken care of.
Where to?
Can we take on the Colosseum at night? If we can, then we'll do that. Or a test of courage.
Alright then. Let's go.
Let's have a good, clean... Do you need something?
Got it.
Let's have a good, clean fight.
Oh.
Alright, let's show him what we can do.
Crag Manjula.
Witness our strength. This doesn't feel right. I need to face me. Purify!
This'll be over soon enough. I'll show you. Raging fire! No way! That didn't do a thing! Juna's
I'll let my
struggling with her
fists do the
anxiety.
talking.
Don't let her get attacked.
Let's work together. Maybe it's... Is there another
They're
way?
totally fireproof. We better use something else.
I'm all prepared. You better be sure.
We can hit their weakness.
Is everyone all right?
That's your opening,
Behold,
Captain.
we stand together. Not this skill. Come. This won't do. I'm stepping back. Charging in. Right there.
Juna's struggling with her anxiety. Don't let
On
her
me,
get
we
attacked.
go together. I must now accept your fate. Destruction!
We hit their weakness.
I'm only a
Nice
songstress.
moves, Heisme. What? The attack was nullified?
It's okay. Lend me your strength.
Weapons
That's
ready.
your opening, Captain.
With blade in hand. A mystic shield.
That helped.
My friends, let us clean up this mess. Oh, power of kings!
I'm only a songstress.
Audacity.
Fiona's anxious and they're out for her blood. Everyone okay? Gotta heal up. You're all hurt bad.
Let's go.
Anyone get on healing duty.
Strike!
You hit their weakness.
By the sworn oath
That's
of
your opening,
knighthood.
Captain.
Magic knight. I will protect you.
Thank you.
Quite a boon.
Jonah,
My
your attack
son
power's
must
down.
wait. Now accept your fate. Then
They're
again,
weak to strike attacks. Smash them up.
oh, power of kings!
You hit their weakness. It's nice
Too
moves,
early
Heisman.
for my exit.
Oh, the skill says the power is proportional to the HP. I was thinking it was inversely proportional, like it's a risk reward thing. So I was thinking the lower the HP, the more damage we do. But no, it's actually the opposite. It's the more HP you have, the more damage you do. So you want to use it as an opening attack, but then stop using it. Okay.
Masked dancer.
I knew you'd help.
Let's need it.
Much thanks.
Captain,
I will
your
fight with
attacks have
pride.
been weakened.
Brawler! Shatter!
Not bad, if I say so myself. Bravo!
That was an incredible fight, and what in the world was that magic you used? Whatever it was, you passed the certification battle. You've officially earned your place in the ranked league. First things first, take up your rank insignia and your reward for this time.
Mission accomplished.
Defeat the Colosseum monster. I was given a reward for my valor in the Colosseum. Money. 17. Alright.
Oh,
What happens next? In the ranked league, you participate against challengers in your same ranked tier. Since you've only just completed the certification battle, you're at Bronze 3. After that, there's Bronze 2 and Bronze 1. You'll fight through these higher ranks one by one. Overcome Bronze 1 and you'll reach Silver 3, at which point you'll receive a special reward. Those who make it to Silver are pretty capable warriors, but the highest rank is Gold 1, and if you can make it to that, you'll be able to take on the greatest battle in the Colosseum history. You'll fight 9 battles in total, win, and you'll be king of the Colosseum. Exciting, but you're literally at the bottom now, so it's a long road. The reward for Bronze 1 is a valuable piece of equipment called Fortune's Grasp. These gauntlets will egg you on to gain experience faster. The reward for Silver 1 is even more impressive. It's a full moon medal. Put it on and you'll recover MP. For Gold, it's Gambler's Manual, the treasure of the Colosseum. This legendary tome will increase the power of your deadliest blows. Of course, we have rewards for the other tiers too. I can see you're a talented bunch, so keep taking on the ranked league to hone your skills and make it up to the top.
I see.
Sounds like it's a pretty big commitment, but I suppose it's still a great place to get some practice in all the same. Bronze 1 reward sounds pretty cool, and if we take on the challenge, your courage might improve too. Well, we should be heading back for now, though. You seem pretty tired from the fight. Let's rest up. I got a rank insignia from the Colosseum. I should challenge myself to take on the ranked league when I have time again.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Damn.
We have an idea where the lance is, but there's a damn tree in our way. Priestess Yufa, I'm worried about her. If only we had the ingredients, we could get Adini to whip out the potion, right?
Yes.
That's true.
We need to search the interior of the temple, and we must do it soon.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Who can it be?
How did it come to this? Bardon comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with him. Oh, another quest. Let's stand up for a minute. Okay. What the heck do you want, old man? Horse, fisher, crone?
Pardon me.
You're the outsiders. You're gonna say the princess or priestess. Your timing couldn't be better. Can I ask you to find something for me? I need some stones for my grandchild's first fishing trip. Stones? What good's that gonna do for fishing? They're called polar stones. When put in a specially crafted doll's hands, they always point in a fixed direction. The doll is vital for navigation at sea. But the stones weaken with time, and so I'd like someone to bring me some new stones from the Dragon Temple.
Oh, yeah?
That's where you find these stones? Wow, that's a ways off. Must be rough for the fishing industry. Well, the truth is, we typically store our spare stones in our household. It's just that this time I offered all of them up to the temple. Legend has it that the dragon god loves the stones after all, and knowing how troubled it's been lately, I felt I had to do something. But I arrived to find the temple full of monsters. I turned back quickly, of course, and the stones scattered.
What a mess this
I
is.
can't tell anyone on the island I lost the stones, especially not my family, so you're my only hope, please. Okay.
Not finished yet?
Truly, my boy, the bravery of the young, lost 3 stones. Oh. I only really need a single one, but it'd be enormous relief to have the others. If you can find them, I'll gladly give you an additional reward for each. If I don't have the stones by the time my grandchild goes out fishing, there'll be no point, so I'll need them by August 30th. I should mention that the stones shouldn't be that far in. After all, I didn't get far before I decided to run away. If that's the case, why don't we search the ground relatively close to the entrance?
Let's give it a shot.
Well, I guess we're going to save the priestess and get the lance by the 30th then. No point in going to the temple just for the stones and coming back.
No trouble. Let's see. Let's see. Here's where we are now.
Let's help them out.
Ding da da. Ba-ra-pa-pa-pa.
All right then.
Oh, looks like there's a sale.
What now?
We do have some money.
All right then.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
Evasion against fire, ice, electric, wind. I don't know. Hold on.
Now then. Now then. Now then. Now then.
And we're poor. Okay, Maria. Alonzo. Man, this sucks. We're not gonna have anything to do at night. I guess we're just gonna have to do more Coliseum battles or something for the foreseeable future. Plants meditated. I was hoping to get into a dungeon so I could like grind for money at the end of this stream, but not really gonna have that opportunity, but it's okay. we're gonna call it here. It's past midnight now for me, and I gotta go take a shower and get ready for bed. So thank you to anyone who hung out. I appreciate you spending your precious time hanging out with me as I experience more Metaphor ReFantazio. Having you here makes the streams more fun in general for me and helps motivate me to continue streaming, so I truly appreciate you spending your precious time hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed the stream. You're more than welcome to hang out in the future, which may or may not be tomorrow, but for sure on my next day off in like 5 days. But yeah, other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy some games yourself, and have a good one in general, alright? Take care. See ya.